Hi there, and welcome to this presentation, which is titled 19 Steps That Took Us from 0 to 200 Massage Appointments per week in our salon. So if you're thinking, first of all, I'm not looking to get to 200 appointments per week, so this is not for me. Well, I will say there is a lot of information that I think could be massively beneficial no matter where you are in your journey. So I really think this information is important for solo therapists just starting out. It's important for experienced solo therapists who are stuck. It's important for solo therapists who maybe one day are thinking about opening a massage clinic or salon. And it's also important for salon or clinic owners who want to grow further and are stuck. So the information here will suit everyone because we went from that journey from 0, just starting out, to 200 appointments per week in 2.5 years. So anyone can learn from this stuff, I think. So just quickly, our story, okay? My wife and I, we started a gym 8 years ago. Then, as our children grew up, we literally, like the month we opened up our gym, we had our first daughter, which was crazy to start a business when it's the busiest and have a first child. But as our children grew, we realized I didn't want to work 70 hours or more every week. And I knew it wasn't sustainable because I knew if I kept that up and children grew up, I would never see them. So I knew I had to build a team of people and get leverage with that team, get our time back. Okay, so in that process of us growing the gym and then the massage clinic that we have now, we invested over $250,000 in business marketing courses, mentorships, coaching, masterminds, all that kind of stuff, business and marketing. Okay, so how we came about having a massage business was while we were growing the gym, we had 2 rooms spare and we created a massage salon in the gym, and that eventually got booked out and packed out. And then we expanded to a 7-room location, which is what we've had now for the last few years. And we've got 9 therapists working for us at the time of recording this, but probably be 10 again soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this step by step on how we went from 0 to how we grew. Okay. And this is literally a step by step that anyone can do. Okay. So step 1 is start by learning about and focusing on one single highly profitable lead generation method that can deliver a constant flow of potential new clients or leads who want to book a massage with you. So for us, we focused all of our energy and attention back then only on Facebook ads. Okay. And for the first 8 months of our business, we didn't do any other advertising. We just focused on Facebook ads. We didn't even have a website. Okay. We didn't have business cards. We had none of that. So mastering online social media ads allowed us to get new clients into our business onto the massage table for less than $3 per new client. Okay, so that basically means every $3 we spent on online ads, we got at least one new client who would pay us hundreds of dollars over the lifetime value of that customer. So invested $3, got out hundreds. Okay, so pretty good investment. Step 2 is once you have those leads coming in, and leads are just people who are interested in your service and who want to book in. So once you have leads coming in, that's their name, email address, phone number, and they've sent you information that they want to book in with you. It's really important to focus on getting great at following up with those potential clients, okay? Because once they're a lead, sometimes they're not booked in. They're interested in your special offer, but they're not booked in. So then you have to get really good at following up with these potential customers. Okay, we do that through text message, phone calls, and emails mainly. And the goal here is to convert about 80% of those leads into bookings. Okay, so 8 out of 10 is a really good booking rate. Like most people would get 50%, 60%, but we've developed methods to get those people booked in. All right, step 3. Once you get really good at booking customers in, you then need to get good at making sure those customers turn up for the session. Okay, so when we started out, we had no trust in the marketplace. No one knew who we were. So we found it very hard to ask people to pay a deposit, because if we called them up and booked them in and we asked them for a credit card, they would usually not trust us enough for a large proportion to give us a credit card over the phone. If we had our ads go through the booking process and they had to put in their credit card details over the internet and they didn't know us, most people would back out of the booking process. So that's a bit of a problem when you're a solo therapist, you're just starting out. Your potential customers don't trust you. It's hard to get them to put their credit card details in, because you hear a lot of massage business owners say, we always require a deposit. And a hair salon say the same thing, like, we always require a deposit. And I get that. Requiring a deposit is important, and we do that now. But if you're starting out, it's harder than it seems. It's easier said than done to get a deposit if no one knows who you are. And just put yourself in your potential customer's shoes. You see a random massage therapist ad online and you don't know who this person is. You don't trust them. And you have to put your credit card details in. Like, you might do it, or you might not do it. So there are strategies you can use to make sure people show up. Okay. So things like text, email, online retargeting ads to, build trust. So if you were going down the path of not asking for a deposit, there's things you can do to build trust. Okay. Because it's really a trust issue. And sometimes people don't show up because they forget. Okay. So you have to build trust and you have to continue with reminders, and you have to do this in a nice way that doesn't annoy people. Okay. So got strategies that we developed for that. Step 4 is get amazing at giving new customers a wow experience. Okay. And that begins as soon as your customer walks through the door. Okay. It's not just on the massage table. Things you have to ask are, is your place set up in a professional, warm, and inviting manner? How are customers greeted when they walk in the door? Are they greeted by their name? Do you give them a big smile? Things like that, right? There's so many ways you can improve customer service that are free and that can set you aside from the competition. And I think we've developed, 27, something like that, over 20 strategies with our customer service, which sets us apart from our competition. And it's great to be good at advertising to get people in, and that's how we grew. But to keep people, that's the key. You have to keep people, and you have to blow them away with customer service. Step 5 is, after you've done all that, you need to set your business apart. Well, this is what helped us, okay? We set our business apart with an in-depth pre-appointment questionnaire and pre-screen. Okay, so by going over and above to take the time to really understand our clients' problems and their pain points and why they're here to see us, this makes people believe that you care about them. So it's a massive difference in experience. And I'm sure you've probably experienced this. I know I have. When I've gone for a massage somewhere else and they just get you on the table, there's like 20 seconds before the appointment where they say, okay, what can I do for you today? And then you say one thing and then they're like, okay. And you hop on the massage table. Massive difference in satisfaction compared to someone who says, there's a pre-screen, there's a postural analysis, stuff like that, has a questionnaire, goes in depth, asks you questions about what problems you're experiencing, what pains. There's a massive difference in how you feel about the therapist and if they care, and 2, this level of service that they're able to deliver on the massage table, when they know more information about why you're really there. Okay. That is so important, okay, to get this right if you want to become a great business or grow a great business or be popular even as a solo therapist. All right, step 6 is obviously you have to deliver an incredible massage. Okay, this also includes making sure your room is professionally set up and not cluttered, as well as having the right lighting, music, decor, and temperature. Okay, these things are all part of the massage experience on top of what you actually deliver with your hands. Okay. So that's really important to focus on that, because even my wife has had massages when we were on holidays and stuff like that. And she's just walked out and gone like, wow, it was just so unprofessional. Or, there's a cat walking underneath the bed. She's getting a massage and there's dirt on the floor. It just turns you off the whole massage, and there's no way you're rebooking if it's a bad and unprofessional environment. Okay, step 7 is after the massage, you are then faced with the rebooking of the customer. And it's so important to get amazing at rebookings, okay? Become world-class at rebookings if you want to grow a big business. And for us to have 200 appointments per week, you have to rebook such a high percentage of your customers, because you can't just get by with a couple new customers a week through your advertising. When you're doing 200 appointments per week and you don't have a super high rebooking rate, you're going to have to find 30, 40 new clients per week, which is just unsustainable. So you have to become amazing at rebooking. And rebooking customers is not just what you say to them at the end after the session. Like, sure, you can have rebooking scripts, which work well, but it is the whole process. Everything is factored into rebooking, such as when they walk in the door, how they're treated, when they go into the room, the consultation, how you talk to them and what you say during the massage and then after, okay? It all contributes to a high rebooking rate, okay? But what you say afterwards is very important as well to get them to come back. So that's really important. And we're not just rebooking for rebooking's sake to make more money and to get people to come back. It's because as a massage therapist, that the more often your customer can come back to see you, the more chance you are going to have of helping them feel better in a meaningful, lasting way. Okay, if someone comes to see you once and you don't try to rebook them, what's the chance you're actually going to help them? Okay, it's pretty low compared to they come back and see you 10 sessions, okay? Whether they're stressed, whether they've got really tight muscles in certain areas, it takes time to work through and fix those problems or help with those problems, and also things like postural correction as well. So as well as I do, the more times you get to see someone, the better. And it is beneficial for the business and it's beneficial for the client if you get really good at seeing people long term. And for maintenance as well. Okay, so step 8 is implementing memberships into your massage business. Okay, so when set up correctly, memberships can be a massive win for clients and for the business, okay? This also relates back to what I said about rebookings, okay? Getting someone to come back to see you a lot is going to be good for them and the business. And memberships just make that a formal arrangement, okay? And it's also better for customers as well, because they can get bonuses and gifts and discounts and stuff like that for being on a membership. Okay, so it's a win-win-win, okay? Higher retention, customers see you for longer, you earn more from your customer, and they feel better long-term because they're happy to be in a membership because they see the benefits of your service and how it helps them in their life. All right, step 9 is implement methods for maximizing appointment value through service product upsells and add-ons. Okay, so this is called maximizing transaction value. Okay, so basically when a customer comes to see you, you want to get them to pay you as much as possible in that session. Okay, and this has to be done ethically. Okay? Everything I say here has to be done ethically and for the benefit of the customer. Okay, you can't just sell people stuff because they don't need it. Okay, it's not just to make money. Okay, everything you sell someone, whether it's a product, okay, so just say you do relaxation massage and you know that magnesium flakes or scented candles can help them relax in the next bath. And so you want to help them because they came to you because they're stressed and you have products that can help them relax. Okay, same thing if you are a sports massage or a deep tissue massage therapist or remedial massage therapist, basically any therapeutic massage. If you know that you have products that can help them, like rollers or bands for stretching or anything like that, it's really your obligation to offer and try and sell these to your clients to help them. Okay. Just as with product upgrades, it also relates the same with service add-ons. Okay. So exactly the same thing. If someone's coming in for a relaxation massage and you have hot stone add-ons that you know are going to help your customer like relax, okay, and then you've got aromatherapy and stuff like that, it would be doing your client a disservice by not asking them if they would like this, because it's going to help them. Same with therapeutic massage. You do cupping, okay, and you know this person can benefit from cupping. You have to offer it to them. You have to try and sell it to them. You have to do your best there. Okay. So add-ons, product add-ons, they can be used in the session. You can sell it to them after the session. Service upgrades, you can offer it to them many times. You can offer it to them during the booking process, before the appointment, during the appointment, if you've got time afterwards, and then after the appointment for their rebooking. Okay. There's all these times when you can offer them to upgrade. Okay. So, and this even goes with adding extra massage time on. If you're in the session and you know you've got an extra half an hour between the end of this appointment and your next appointment, and you really believe that you can help them more by doing extra time, which most massage therapists would agree that's the case, during the session, you can explain that to them and you can give them a reason why they could benefit. You say, you've got an extra 20, 30 minutes here. You can add some on for them for a discount or something. Okay. And by doing all of that, you increase your average appointment revenue, income. Okay. And it really adds up over time. Okay. So step 10, before hiring any team members or any more team members, you really have to get focused on setting and regularly reinforcing your business's mission statement. Okay, mission statement is basically your business's North Star, okay, whereby any team member can read it and understand what is expected from them and what decision to make without asking the manager or owner. It's basically a guide on how to act, how to treat customers, how to act in the business. Okay, step 11 is convert your knowledge into systems, processes, and procedures so you can cut down the time it takes to train new team members during onboarding. I always say this, think if you had to hire 20 more team members for the same role in the next 2 years, how would you set up your onboarding procedure and processes to save time? Okay, ideally, you're going to have a lot of pre-recorded, documents, videos that you can train people with, they can watch before they got to you for in-depth training and assessment. Okay, that's how you want to look at it. Instead of verbally training people every time. You have to think, if you're going to grow a business, and your goal is to have 3-4 therapists working for you, you were going to have to hire multiple people every year because of staff turnover. Okay. And it gets laborious and time consuming if you don't have anything written down. It's just verbal, and you can miss things when you're doing verbal training, and it takes a lot of time. Okay. Step 12 is work backwards from your end goal of weekly appointments to figure out how many staff you need and start hiring. Okay. Have high standards when it comes to hiring, and only keep A players on your team, and look for great attitude over experience. This is a mistake that we made early on because we were inexperienced in the massage industry. We would hire therapists who were more experienced than us, okay, but who didn't have necessarily the best attitude and didn't want to do things how we wanted them to be done in the business. And that was a problem over time. Okay. Also, hire slow and diligently. Be an amazing leader that treats your team incredibly, and don't be afraid to let go of staff if they aren't a great fit or amazing at what they do or aren't constantly improving. Okay. It's important when you're hiring, you go through the process of doing proper background checks and due diligence and interviews with them, but also in the probation period, the probation process where it's, the first 3 months minimum probation period where you want to see how they are. And if you're not sure about them, you can increase their probation, and you have to be really sure about someone, I guess. Poor performing employees and behavioral issues and people who turn up late, things like that, they rarely improve if they show these things in the first 3 months or so, because that's when they should be on their best behavior. And in my experience, it just doesn't usually get better. It usually gets worse. Okay, and next, star employees should be paid well. That's why you need to master advertising and lead generation so you can keep your star therapist schedules full. You don't want to be hiring a therapist and then they have to go home half the time because you can't keep them full, and they'll eventually leave because they know they're worth good money, and you want to keep them full. That's why you have to be great at advertising and marketing. Step 13 is to track finances and stay profitable while growing. It's tricky when you're growing. You want to hire team members, but if you hire too fast, you can lose money. Okay, so that's why you have to track your finances every week. You have to know all your expenses, how much is coming in, and you don't want to be caught out with unexpected expenses. This will mean you have to check weekly financial figures as well as stay tight with outgoings, okay? So hold off on any unnecessary expenses, but don't be afraid to use credit and loans if your business is doing well, you have good cash flow, and that loan can deliver a direct and fast return. This can be things like if you want to get electric adjustable beds, things that are going to improve customer experience, things like that. Okay, anything, more signage, anything you think that you can get a good return on investment on. Advertising, if you want to invest in more advertising, or mentorship, stuff like that. Step 14 is keep a track of key metrics and KPIs for your team's performance, okay? This includes leads to booking rate, show up rate, rebooking rates, retention rates, long-term retention rates, appointment values, how many people upgrade to memberships, stuff like that, okay? This is all important to keep track of, that you can go to your team and give them guidance and help train them to improve these metrics that are going to help improve your business. Step 15 is have weekly or fortnightly meetings as a minimum to go over areas of improvement for the team, to get feedback on ideas for the business, to keep your team members up to date and to have that contact with your team, and to actually provide training in your weekly or fortnightly meetings. Step 16 is at some point, look at setting up new lead generation streams to increase the number of new leads that you're going to need as your team grows. Okay, so this can include things like reactivating inactive leads, reactivating past clients, Google, okay, that could be Google Ads or Google My Business, Okay, one's paid, one's organic. This includes SEO if you have a website, and also customer referral systems is important to systemize as well. Also, external referral partnerships between other businesses. We can send each other customers and leads. And those are the most important ones that we have found work over everything else. Okay, step 17 is to hire a manager to keep your team on track and to run the day-to-day operations of your business. So you can go back to focusing on your friends, your family, which no doubt relationships would have been neglected in some way as you're growing your business. If you've grown a big business or a decent sized business, you will be able to relate to that. You really give up a lot of your social life and time with your family outside your immediate family when you're growing a business. So that is a benefit. You're at that point where you've got enough income and revenue and profit to hire a manager that can take some of that off your plate so you can have a life. I mean, you can also then now focus on growing your business strategically, working on your business instead of in it. Okay, planning new ideas, new revenue streams, new partnerships. For example, like for us, we hired a manager and now we can focus on e-commerce. We're selling more products online, setting up partnerships with other businesses and revenue streams. And going back to that point about hiring a manager to have a life again, I still remember when we started hiring more team members to take over my sessions as a personal trainer in our gym. I still remember coming home in the afternoons the first week after we hired a manager to look after more work and to take over my sessions. And I honestly, it felt so weird to be able to have time off with my family. I just wasn't used to it for years. But it's such a good feeling when you get to that point. Step 18 is to set up regular meetings with your manager, okay, to check how the business is going, the KPIs, how's the team going. This is where you really want to focus on your numbers and your metrics, and also talk to your manager about how the team are going, how are people performing, how's the business going, what needs to be worked on. And it's something you can talk to the manager about, what you'd like them to focus on, to work on based on the figures, and then the manager gives you feedback on what they need to succeed, stuff like that. And it's definitely why you need to track figures such as, your income, your profit, your expenses, how many bookings you're getting, how many bookings, leads are being converted to bookings, what your retention rate, rebooking rate, sales rate, average appointment value, stuff like that. This is why that's all important to track, because especially if you're outsourcing to a manager or other team members, you want to know where to improve, what needs to be focused on and all that to keep your business going. Step 19 is, so once you're at this point when you have built this business, okay, and it seems to be running nicely like a well-oiled machine. Well, it never really feels like that because there's always problems. But once you reach this point and your business is running well enough, you definitely don't want to take your foot off the gas, and you definitely don't want to get distracted and not focus on your business. So at this point, everything's set up well. You want to continue to work smart and keep focused on your team, okay, and your customers. You want to keep learning and improving how to provide more value and deliver a better experience to your clients, as well as how to stay ahead of your competitors. So always just focus on how you can improve your customer experience, and you can't go wrong, okay? Keep an eye on the pulse with everything, improve everything for your customers, and you should have a successful long-term business. All right, so from here, that's the 19 steps. What can you do next? What's the next steps for you from here? You might be wondering. Well, I find the biggest first step that most therapists can do that they haven't got sorted yet is their lead generation. Okay, so my suggestion for most people would be learn how to get really good at building social media ads that attract clients into your business. It's super important. It's the cheapest way to get customers in. It's the easiest way. It's the simplest way once you get everything set up and you have the knowledge. It's really multiple times more effective than old old school marketing methods such as websites, blogging, just posting randomly on social media, flyer drops, free chair massages. These things aren't scalable, and they're not easy to keep up with for the amount of leads and clients that you get from them. This is examples of what's possible. Okay, this is exactly ads that I have run in the last few months. I'll show you real examples of what's possible. Okay, so this is a screenshot from the back end of my Facebook ads manager. Okay, and with Facebook ads, when you run Facebook ads, you are not just running ads to Facebook, you're running ads to Instagram, you're running ads to apps they have, you're running ads to Messenger, you're running ads to articles that Facebook owns, platforms. It's not just Facebook. So if you think, I don't go on Facebook, Facebook owns a lot of other things, and these ads get shown to people. So this is the last 30 days of an ad. This is an ad, a massage special, and we got 53 leads for $5.60 each. Okay, when I started advertising for our massage business, these leads would be a lot cheaper. They might be $2, $3. But over time, lead cost goes up. More people start advertising on Facebook as people realize how cheap it is, and the competition goes up. You're competing against all the other ads on Facebook. So this is just the last 30 days, okay? Another ad, that was last month, so 1st of March to the 31st of March, we had another ad that did 28 leads for $5.19 each. You can see here. This was another ad last year. That was the 28th of October to the 7th of November. So this was like a week and a half. We got 26 leads for $3.85 each. That was a good ad. And here's a crazy one. I just wanted to show you this one. I invented this ad called the birthday ad that can run all year round, which I teach in my academy. And last year, it ran for a whole year, 1st of January to the 31st of December, and it delivered us 870 leads, client leads who were interested in coming for a massage for us for $4 each. So that's insane. That's what's possible. And so you might be thinking, I don't know about social media ads. How can I learn? Well, I just mentioned it. I do have something called the Massage Therapist Success Academy. And in it, you can learn, any massage therapist can learn social media ads that attract clients, things like how to book them in and get them to show up, things like how to impress them with customer service, things like how to rebook them, how to be the highest paid therapist in your town, and how to build a real business that provides for your family and helps your community. And so far, I've had over 1,000 massage therapists come through the academy, and it's more than 12 months worth of modules. It's all this stuff I've mentioned here and a lot more, and I'll show you how to learn about it and find out more about it. And here's just some examples of what academy members have said. So this is Stephanie. She's just said, I just want to share my experience. I ran my ad on Wednesday, and I've been blown away by the success I've had with it. I've booked 20 massages already and completed 12 of them with at least half rescheduling and referring a family member. I have enough interest to keep me booked through the end of this month. Thank you so much for helping me grow my business. Carl said, was working 3 massage jobs, finally quit the 2 that are not my business. 18 appointments booked this week, only 1 last minute cancellation. Next week filling up, clients rebooking and sending friends into. Feels good to be back in the action. Thank you guys. These are all from my academy. Beata said, highly recommended. I'm very skeptical. I don't sign up for these types of magic methods, but I was struggling with my business, was stuck and didn't know what to do. This is when Kurt and the Massage Therapy Success Academy came. I enjoy every second of the process. The instructions are straightforward and easy to follow. And on the first week, I booked 18 clients. Amazing. Olive said, hi all. My first ad is live for 5 days now. I got 18 new clients. Booked in from it so far, awaiting 6 responses. Amazing result. Thank you, Kurt, Anna, and the team. It's just the beginning. Kayla said, so last month I did some Facebook advertising and had some success, but overall probably cost about $20 per client. I knew I could do better than that and had toyed with the idea of finding someone who specialized in Facebook ads to help me out. Then I joined this group. Holy cow. My ad is 22 hours old. I already have 5 appointments and I'm currently messaging 2 more people. It hasn't even cost me $10 yet. Insane. Nor has said, this week marks 1 year of my mobile spa running, which means 1 year in the academy. I had been doing massage on and off for quite a long time, but joining the academy made me realize that being good at massage is not enough to keep the business running. There is more. Thanks, Kurt, Anna, and everyone here. I've learned a lot with you guys. Much love. Elliot says, my win open day is this Sunday and the whole week is booked out. At first, I was excited I could pay my rent. Now I'll be making serious cash. Couldn't have done it without the knowledge of Kurt. All right. So I said, well done, Elliot. Kevin said, should this week go to plan with a big day tomorrow? I have made more money in a week than I've ever had in my life so far. Sometimes more than I made in a month in my retail job. Brendan said, booked 14 new clients in 7 days for my first ad. Great to get 10 new reviews and 30 new page likes too. This works much better than wishing and hoping. And there's heaps more. I've got literally hundreds of these reviews. I just don't want to go through them now. It's going to take a long time. But I've actually got more of these inside the academy too, people can see. But you might be thinking, how can you join? Okay, so you can join the Massage Therapist Success Academy. At the time of writing this, I've got a special offer on it. You can learn more about it. But if you go to www.moremassagebooking.com/7 new clients in 7 days, or if you're watching this video and you're on that page, and I've got it on the page, check out below this video. You should find a link to either sign up or go to the sign up page. Okay, so just depending on where you're watching this, if it's on YouTube or you're actually on the page, if I put this on the page. But anyway, that's all I wanted to mention. I hope you enjoyed the 19 steps, because those are tried and tested steps. That is how we've grown our business from 0 to 200 appointments per week. And that's real life experience. As you can see from it, there's a lot in there that you can take with the steps that you might you need to improve on, even if you're just a solo therapist. There's things you might need to work on, all the way through to if you want to grow a salon or a clinic, or you already have one, you might not be doing all those things. That's just what works for us, and that's just what I've seen from helping people as well. And if you want to know more about any of those steps, I have all of that information inside my academy, from marketing to business to customer service to branding to finances to improving your appointment value to scripts for sales to reactivating clients to all these different marketing methods, not just Facebook ads. It's all in there. And if you want to check it out, be my guest. I'm excited to help any massage therapist that comes in. I love helping people. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.